guys, welcome back to my channel. On my way to Mahabalipuram, we decided to take a detour and visit a village close by Kanchipuram. Here when we came, we met weavers. Yes, the ones who made your beautiful sarees which you adorn yourself. The sarees for which you get praised by many people. So when we were going through Kanchipuram, that time we decided to take a detour and come to a village close by where we came to know of a house or a person named Mr. Chandru, who was going to show us how Kanchipuram sarees or the Kanchipuram saree, the silk sarees are woven. And this is known as the Kanchipuram Weavers. They are known as the Kanchipuram Weavers. And Mr. Chandru's father, Mr. Perumal, has been weaving since 40 plus years. He started weaving when he was 15 years old and now he's somewhat around 60. So he has a long and he has a very strong experience in this field, and I managed to ask some questions to them, and they have been very generous to answer these questions and help me reach out to all of you who want to know how your sarees are made. Mr. Chandru's grandfather first started this, and they have been into this segment or this business for around 50 years. They used to weave cotton sarees before, but that they used to do during the British period. After that, they completely shifted to the Kanchipuram silks. And he also mentioned that every house in his village at least has one japa machine, the one which is used to make the Kanchipuram sarees. His parents also showed us what they do, and they also showed us the finish or the outcomes of the beautiful weaving process which is taking place over here. This is a room where they keep all the sarees which are finished and the price ranges, and also these sarees not only benefit the weaver, not only is not only one weaver is behind it, there are several people who are behind the making of one saree. Like the raw materials are brought from Karnataka, this machine is bought from Madurai, and the zari which is used in the Kanchipuram sarees are brought from Surat and many other places. There are several farmers involved behind the making of the raw materials. There are several weavers putting in their efforts and are trying to give the best for you. They use like products like gum and polishes to make the saree look better, and there are different designers who design the structure of the saree, which kind of design should be implanted on the saree. There are people who dye. As you can see here, the raw material is being dyed into a tomato red color, he told us. And there are different people behind the making of your saree. The saree which makes you feel special, the grand and luxurious saree which gives every bride gets a proud feeling, is adorned by this saree, and everyone are praised. But it is time for us to know how these sarees are made. So following in this video, you will be able to see Mr. Chandru giving us an explanation about the making of the sarees in Kanchipuram and the Kanchipuram silk sarees and the machines and the different processes behind it. And his father, Mr. Perumal, also speaks about his experiences and how long he has been in this field and all that. So let's get on to the video and let's get started.
Yeah, making a Kanchipuram silk saree, for one saree it takes 10 to 15 days. It depends on the weaver capacity. If the weaver is very young, every day he spend more time on the weaving. If some elder people, so they can't able to spend more time. So during that time it takes a time. So this is the typical weaving method of a Kanchipuram silk saree. So now we are making the pure tissue gold saree. It's for a bride saree actually. So the number of thread counts, it comes 5,000 counts it will come actually. So 5,000 into 2, 10,000 counts it will come, the number of threads. So so this is the japa machines. Like these are all punching mechanism. The design cards, like whatever the design we would like to make. So the designers who are all done some design course, they will make this design card. So whatever the design, so if you give that floral pattern or traditional or whatever pattern if you give, he will make the design cards. He use some software and computer and he will make the design and he will give the design card. So far as the one card the charge is 6 to 7 rupees actually. So if the design card contains 1,000 cards, we have to give us 7,000 rupees and we have to get the design cards. And based on the design only, we will, that is a jacquard machine. It's a 240 hooks jacquard machine. The both are 240 plus 240. It's a 480 hooks actually. So based on the design, actually, we established the loom initially. We established the loom according to that. So based on the design. So based on the punching cards, so whenever it punches, so number of threads it will go up and down, and we will throw a wave. So that is the nada we call it. That's the small one, right? That is nada. So we have to throw it by hand. So that is the typical kind of weaving. So in so many places, people weave like a shuttle method, like they weave like this. So that is a different handloom method. But here we don't do like this. We have to throw a weft by hand and we have to weave it so that the saree will be too heavy and it can be used for a bride purpose. And the saree also will be survive for 40-50 years, something like that. So that is the beauty of Kanchipuram handover. Typically the saree weight it comes 1 kg. This gold tissue will come 1 kg. Now typically 90 to 900 to 1100, 1200 grams we make Kanchipuram silk sarees. In Kanchipuram market, only for the bride saree, only the Kanchipuram handloom sarees only will be given. And the cost also it comes depends on the quality of the zari and quality of weaving and all. So there are different weaving method also in Kanchipuram. Also there are core technique, normal gold tissue. There are so many techniques. So everybody we are into that. And so this is the raw material. We get it from Karnataka actually. This is the raw material. We call it a kora. So if you see this is the kora. We are getting from Karnataka actually. So but we locally buying from Kanchipuram. It is coming from Karnataka only. So once we get this raw material, we decide the color actually, and we will be giving this kora to a color dyeing person. Okay, color dyeing person. We know like what is the color we have to give. For that we have a color book also. This is a tomato red color actually. So we give this kind of raw material to them, and as an outcome we will get this kind of soft silk actually. Next week example, this is a 1 kg. If I am giving a 1 kg, after the color dyeing, we will get 750 grams only. So 250 grams will go away in the color dyeing. Okay. So yeah. This is a silk and we will convert this silk into this kind of format. This kind of format. If you see it here, the thread, small thread, something like this. Once we made this one, and we have another method which Gandhiji uses, like kind of rotating one. So by using this, we will make this kind of It contains 4 to 5 threads actually. If you open it, it contains the 3 threads actually. And we will be using this as a base, and we are weaving it. Yeah. And this is as a final outcome, we will have a saree. The saree looks like, I will show the saree. So this is the saree, how whatever the saree is weaving there. So the saree looks like this. It's a pure gold tissue silk saree. Outcome looks like this. Yeah. We have a designer who knows how to do a design using your software, and they will be making a punching cards. It might be the 240 hooks or 120 hooks or 480 hooks. So based on that, he knows how to make the design. Let's take example, if some shops are asking some design, we will get the design as a pencil sketch or some drawing kind of method, and we will give to the designer, and he will be mapping with the 240 hooks or 480 hooks. He will map with that, and he will draw in the software, and he will be providing us as a punch cards. So, and he will explain the hooks method also. Once we get that information, we will establish, we spend a time on the loom, and there are some people who know how to make the design threads on the loom, and based on that, once we establish, we are maintaining that particular design for at least minimum 1 year. So it means we will be making nearly 30 to 40 sarees for sure. We can't able to change the design immediately, so it's not easy. So monthly we make probably like 2 to 3 sarees, and yearly 30 to 40 sarees we will be making. So minimum we will be maintaining 30 to 40 sarees in the same color, and not same color, same design, but we will be changing the colors. We will be changing. So that is a design. In my village we do not have the designer, but the people are located in Kanchipuram. There are some very good designers are there.
தறி வேலை வந்து எங்கள் அப்பா காலத்துலேருந்தே செஞ்சுங்கிறோம். நான் பிறந்ததே தறி தான். இந்த பட்டு தறி தான் நாங்கள் அப்போ வந்து வேலை செஞ்சுக்கிறோம். பட்டு தறி நூல் தறி வச்சுருந்தோம். நூல் சேலை இப்போ காட்டன் சேலை வச்சுருந்தோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து இப்போ பட்டுக்கு மாறி பட்டு தறி செஞ்சுக்கிறோம். அது எல்லாமே பவர் லூம் போனதுனால ஒரு பட்டு தான் மெயினாக போய் காய்கறி போட்டு எல்லாம் வச்சுருக்கோம். அப்புறம் வேறு என்னப்பா?
நம்ம ஊரில் எத்தனை தறி இருக்குன்னு கேட்குறேன்.
நம்ம ஊரில் கிட்டத்தட்ட 1000 தறிக்கு இருக்கும். ஊரில் ஒரு 1000 தறி கிட்ட இருக்கும். எல்லாமே தேர்தல் தான் எல்லாம் இருக்கும். ஆமாம், எல்லாம் சேலை மொத்தம் காஞ்சிடும் நம்ம. ஆமாம்,
நெய்யறதுல எல்லாம் எப்படி இருக்கும்? நெய்யறது எப்படி இருக்கும்? கஷ்டமாக இருக்கும்?
நெய்யறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான வேலை தான். ரொம்ப அதுக்கு முன்னே வந்து இப்போ தான் வந்து மோட்டர் கட்டு வச்சு போட்டோம். அதுக்கு முன்னே வந்து காலையிலே மெதிப்பாங்க. காலையிலே மாற்றி மாற்றி மெதிப்போம். அது குறிப்பாக ஒரு நாளைக்கு வந்து 4 கொலைக்கு மேலே போட முடியாது. காலைல ரொம்ப பேஜாராகிடும். இப்போ கொஞ்சம் மோட்டர் வர இன்னும் 2 கொலை வச்சா போடுறோம். எப்படி இப்போ 10 நாள்லேருந்து 15 நாளைக்கு ஒரு சேலை ஆகும். கொஞ்சம் பார்த்து செய்யணும். இப்போ ஏதோ ஒன்று போச்சுன்னா கூட கண்ணை பொண்ணு இருக்கும். நுணுக்கமான வேலை, வேலை நுணுக்கமாக செய்யணும். நுணுக்கமாக செஞ்சால் தான் சேலை நல்லா வரும். இல்லைன்னாக்கா சேலை அப்படியே கட்டுடும்.
Making even one Kanchipuram saree is a very time consuming process. It takes around 10 to 15 days to make one saree, to complete one saree, but it also depends upon the ability of the weaver, whether the weaver is young or old or willing to spend more time on the weaving. Also, they told us that they produce only 45 Kanchipuram sarees in a year. And there are many struggles they have to face in their day-to-day lives being weavers. The most problematic thing is that the generation, which is the current generation, none of them are totally invested into weaving. Maybe they take it as an interesting thing, maybe they would do it something as a hobby, but they would not take it as a full-time profession, because weaving does not fulfill the people's daily needs, and such extent of support or initiative has not been taken by anyone so far. The government is providing some support, but it is not enough for the weavers out there, especially the people in the very rural areas where they are not able to reach out with the people. And another problem is communication. Since they get clients from abroad, from France, Canada, and they send their sarees there. But if they are not able to communicate with the clients, it becomes a very problematic thing, because they won't be able to tell wholly about what they want or explain the needs. Like in Kanchipuram, in the village, most of the people, not most of the people, almost all of the people, like all of the people speak Tamil. So the thing is, not like the people who are actually into weaving are not much aware about the languages which people from abroad can understand. Only the newer generations or the people who work out in cities and it is their home village, only they understand English and help their parents or the people out there to communicate with others. And the other thing is, the thing is they're not getting the support. And another thing I would like to say that these sarees are exported to other big cities around the world, around the globe, around the country, and when it gets exported from there, the higher prices are paid for those sarees. And everyone in the world is aware about Kanchipuram sarees. But I personally feel that everyone should know about the efforts put into making one special saree for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to receive notifications whenever I post new videos, and comment down below. And I'm extremely happy to share this process of making a Kanchipuram saree, and a great thank you to Mr. Chandru and his parents for letting us shoot at the location and explaining the various methods through which a Kanchipuram saree is made. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.